on the phone.
Breaking in your home.
What are you talking about? Why do you keep playing it until I'm on?
What do you want?
Like I told you before to just play it the part in the beginning before I started singing.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I guess I did.
But every week you always act like that you let it play on and you're
No,
and you're like making fun of me.
No, fuck no. I'm saying we're on your phone because we're fucking on phones and in your home and
Right.
it's a fucking joke, man. Fuck.
I was like, what is he saying? Like you're like I'm on the phone. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I really don't know. Like I don't what is he saying?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No, that's the point. I don't. Kareem is there. What's up?
Kareem.
Yeah. So I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you were making fun of me.
No.
I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, because I don't have headphones, I can't hear what's happening.
Why am I making fun of you? You're my meal ticket.
You said that, not me. All I've been saying is it's our show. We're together. I would never be like, oh, it's my show.
Wait a minute. Wait, sorry should post as this.
Like I said last night.
Or yo. Yo.
On stage, and I said, oh, listen to the podcast or whatever. I didn't say, oh, I got a podcast. I did say I got a podcast, and I said, with Rob Bossolari.
Fucking, yeah.
And I would never be like, yeah, there's my show, you know.
Did I say that on stage?
Rob's just a sidekick, even though I look like the sidekick because of the setup.
You're fucking to the left of me on the screen, to the right of me. Actually, yeah, you're to the right of me on the screen. I don't know.
I don't know. Kent Stanley said he's like
him.
He's like, oh, you look like a sidekick.
You fucking hurt Bruce's feelings.
I don't give a fuck. No, I told him specifically too. He's like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
All right.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, well then.
As long as the show's good and people will laugh or entertained, you know.
Then I demand that you say
care.
You are correct, sir, over and over again. Every time I say something, I want you to go, you are correct, sir. No, and every time I speak, I want you to do that every time from now on. Then I demand it.
What? Why?
You are correct, sir. Ha! Like every time I say something, I expect a, you are correct, sir. Or hey now.
Oh, like the real sidekicks, where I just lick your nuts. And fake laugh at everything you say, like it's the most hilarious thing ever.
Do that. Does Andy Richter do that?
No, not really. Is he still there? I haven't watched Conan's show for so long.
You know what's amazing to me?
Since he moved to TBS or whatever, I've never even watched it, I don't think.
Why didn't Adam Carolla be a sidekick?
I don't know.
For Jimmy Kimmel.
He should have been, I guess. Oh, you mean on his talk show?
Yeah, on Jimmy Kimmel Live, why wasn't Adam Carolla?
I don't think he's good enough. You want to get right down to it?
It came up because I was listening to Stern, and he was on Howard Stern talking about his podcast.
Who, Carolla?
Yeah. And how he's old school, and, he doesn't like participation trophies at his kid. It's like sports and all that shit.
Bullshit, right-wing bullshit.
My freaking kid, he's not good at sports, so,
Right.
and then you have to sit there and watch him get a trophy for sucking at something.
Right.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. I've never really thought he was funny ever.
Honestly,
if you want to get right down to it.
Kareem's like, honestly, nobody likes working with him.
Right. And he's not very good either. That's what I'm saying. It's like he's just not funny. I don't even know how. He's one of those guys that you see and you go, why is he there?
Well, I was on the main
How is he
show.
there? There's so many more guys I see at open mics even that are funnier than that.
No,
that,
but you see,
more
I was
talented. Like you're just taking up a spot that some really talented person could.
Yeah, but you forget I was
have
on
a job.
I was on the Man Show. So, you remember the Man Show where we had
True story. Ask anyone in the industry.
Juggies You know, and
There's a lot of people like that.
I had Juggies, and I had all the dancing
seems like
girls.
a douchebag, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, would you like to have to deal with him all day?
The only good he was being on the worst version of the Man Show. No, I mean the Man Show with him and Jimmy Kimmel was the best. I didn't like the one with Doug Stanhope. It was Doug Stanhope was on the second version, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that version.
And you know, Stanhope was never going to make it on TV. They were there like a week before they were like, hey, wait a minute.
Laura
like,
Hilda
what are you
Garcia.
doing?
Laura, hello, how are you doing?
And I know that for a fact. That they were there. Hey, what's up? Yeah, it was like a week. Because Stanhope talked about it. He wasn't there like a week. They were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't do that. And then he,
and
then he was immediately like, well, I don't like this. I don't want to do this. And,
was Norm Macdonald on
so they didn't even try to make the show good. You know what I mean? Like, basically, they're just fucking off on purpose.
Wait.
Waiting to get fired.
Was Norm Macdonald on the Man Show? With Doug Stanhope?
I don't think it was Norm. It was,
I don't remember
it was
being
Stanhope and...
somebody else. I thought it was...
I didn't ever say Norm.
No, Carr is saying Norm.
Oh.
Kareem
What,
is saying
Norm? No, Norm had that sports show.
Which was, that was bad. I had the sports
With
show.
Norm Macdonald's real sports show.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, the real sports show. He's another guy that's out of Saturday Night Live.
I thought I think he's funny in doses.
Yes.
I've seen him be funny and I've seen him not be funny. How's that? He's not consistent.
He had an appearance on Stern.
It's not like, oh, every time you see him, he's hilarious. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Sometimes you see him and you go,
He had an appearance on Stern that went on for about an hour and a half, and everything he said was horrible. And everything he said was just dry. He's like, yeah, this is funny in Canada,
Right.
And Stern's just like, Stern's giving the fakest life. He's like,
But see, that's what I mean about hosting shows like that. You gotta, like, when you watch this show, you see me laughing, but I'm genuinely laughing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having a good time while we're doing the show.
Yeah.
And you say something funny and I'll fucking laugh. It's not fake. It's not like I'm sitting over here. Like Bob and Tom, that's the worst. Like,
Okay.
come on here and do your canned bits. And then, Greg Warren will come in there and do that, the baseball score bit. You know, like, the score is 3-2. And
What
3-2.
was that movie?
And they'll sit back there. Ha, 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 ha.
back in 73.
And you're like, dude, I can't even stand to watch that fucking or listen to that fucking show. And I'm goddamn sure. I mean, you have to do it. I guess.
Isn't Norm
It's
Macdonald?
not. I mean, you don't have to do it, but it's one of those shows where comics want to get on it.
Yeah.
But it's like you just go on and they just want you to do your canned bits while they do that fake. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, like a fuck.
You know, it's like, who wants to fucking even do that? I don't.
Yeah.
I'm only interested in being on shows where they'll talk like this.
Yeah.
And let us talk.
What did you think of Dirty Work with him and
I'm not going on a radio show to do my fucking act that you're going to pay to see me do the same jokes at the club.
Well, that makes no sense. That's why I'd rather be
And you
here.
go, oh, yeah, remember he told that one this morning on the radio. Like,
Yeah, right. Right.
like, that's some fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Kareem. Norm wasn't on that movie. I was about to say. He wasn't on that show. I remember.
Yeah, Norm, I can't remember who Stanhope's co-host was.
I want to look it up now, but I don't feel like doing it.
I should know.
I
That's
remember
the thing.
Doug Stanhope, and I remember thinking back then, who the hell is this guy? Back then.
What?
That was 15 years ago.
Oh, see, I already knew who he was. But I knew from knowing who he is, like, this isn't going to last. There's no fucking way he can put him on TV.
Obviously, I know who the hell he is now.
First of all, he's drunk all the time.
Yeah. But that wasn't as good as the first incarnation. That first version
I mean, he is.
was the best.
And he's a fucking edge pusher. You know, he's a...
Comedy Central's not
He's
gonna
an
let you do much.
edgy comic. You know what I mean? Like, he says what he wants to say. And therefore,
can't remember-
he ain't going to last on television, you know.
He's got this girlfriend who's like suicidally depressed all this time.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
Binky or some shit.
Yeah. man. She's out of her gourd, but he
Yeah.
loves her. Like, he's in
No,
there.
he's crazy. He's like, he lives this crazy lifestyle amongst the crazy freak people.
Yeah.
For a long, that's why him and Hedberg were friends.
No, but Kareem is saying that Norm couldn't do anything outside of SNL. His famous movie was with Artie Lang when they did a Dirty Work, I think it was, where they were garbage men.
Who?
Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang.
Oh.
They did that movie together. Like, this is years ago. This is like in the
Yeah, but even that movie wasn't big.
It was like an A-B+ movie.
Yeah, I'd have to watch it again, but it's not like that's a classic. You gotta fucking know that.
It's like a once in a while thing.
You're not quoting it like you just did Back to School.
No.
Where you just fucking like recited half the script.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because everyone thinks of the scenes
like, you really like that movie.
with Sam Kinison.
Right, but I love that. But I could never recite it the way you did.
No, I fucking
I just
know
remember
that
him
movie.
saying about the Vietnam War.
Oh.
Right.
We got an eager beaver over here.
Right. Oh, little piece.
So why don't you tell me, back in 1953, we had a little thing called the Korean conflict. So why don't you tell me, why didn't Truman go into the 30th parallel and send those racers back to where they came from? Oh! I'll tell you why. Because Truman was a little pussy whoop and wouldn't let MacArthur go over there and kick their little asses. I like you. I like you. He's a great teacher. He's so passionate about what I do not know.
Right. You see? I could never do that with that movie.
Oh.
And I've probably seen that movie.
Oh, that's the best scene.
But it's not like Big Lebowski where, I could definitely
Was she right, class?
quote that.
Because I went in here studying it. I was needing even water. Give
Right.
myself shot. Oh! Hey, Jesus, calm down. She was just a kid. And me, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. Oh.
Rodney. See, Rodney's one.
Oh.
Rodney didn't even make it till he was like almost probably 60 years old.
What? He was old. Rodney Dangerfield.
When he made it finally.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying that he was bumming around the comic, quit, sold vacuums and paint and shit, and then would go back and do comedy again, and then quit, and then go back.
I got this vacuum. It'll suck better than my wife.
That's like, can you imagine if it's trying to sell you a vacuum? Rodney Dangerfield, Kirby salesman.
They say, Dad, your vacuums can't suck, but you do. I get no respect.
Rodney was a classic.
Louis Black's another one, a late bloomer.
Right.
And now that guy, you don't see him anymore. How
But
bad
that's
is
what
he?
I mean. But that's why I keep going.
Is he? He's got
Because it's
cerebral
like
palsy
that
or something,
happened.
doesn't he?
Who? Louis Black?
Yeah, he's got like cerebral palsy. He's really sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in bad shape because when they show him, like,
Because he's been doing.
he's got the shakes.
Sometimes he does. Well, he's always doing this shit.
No. Watch the last times he was on with Jon Stewart. His palms are flat on the table,
Right.
Because he's got Parkinson's, I think.
Really?
Yeah, he's aging badly. Look it up.
He does a lot of live videos on Facebook.
Yeah,
Like
but
when he's doing a show, he'll just
he'll
turn
do
on
it.
Facebook Live.
He'll do it, but then watch when he's trying not to wave his hands and go, let me tell you something about the government. And
Right.
his hands will still be doing this shit. He's aging rapidly. I think he's not long for this world.
Dude, don't say that.
Well, I like the guy. I'm just saying. I think he's
That's fucking gloom as fuck.
You're
a negative son of a bitch, man. You're like, he ain't long for this world. It's like, holy shit, dude.
Well, have you seen a lot? He used to do a lot of
He
public.
said a
Is
guy's
he
gonna
on-
fucking
is he
die.
on-
Like,
Does anybody know? Because I'll be honest, I don't watch the Daily Show anymore with Trevor Noah. I just
I hardly ever watched it.
with Jon
I'm not
Stewart,
to
I
say
watched it religiously.
that I don't. Well, no, I always watch him when Jon Stewart was home.
But Trevor Noah, to me, he's more thought provoking. But to me, the content.
But I haven't
and
watched
delivery
much of the
is good.
Noah.
Wait, Dick.
Yeah, she's calling you a dick.
Who's
She's not wrong. You just condemned the guy to death.
Fuck, I didn't give him the goddamn Parkinson's.
You're like, oh, he's looking at it.
I'm not saying he's gonna shake himself to death. I'm just saying,
He ain't long for this world. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
Jon Stewart.
Who says stuff like that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, oh, do you see that guy? Oh, yeah.
Beer is a depressant. What do you want from me?
He's
I've been drinking beer all day.
He's not long for this world. I just have a feeling something bad's gonna happen.
I want to jump on something, Kareem. Kareem's talking to Jon Stewart's a 90s era comedian. He is. When I look at the cast of people around Jon Stewart.
Yeah, but you know what?
Everyone around Jon Stewart on the Daily
But you know
Show
what?
are hosts in their own right now.
When Jon Stewart was a comic, I was not into him. I never thought he was that funny. And he had that show on MTV. I never really was into that.
He was on
but when
Channel
he
9.
started doing the Daily Show, that's the Jon Stewart that I know and like.
John
You know what I
Oliver
mean?
I
Like
love.
I know that he's been around.
Olivia Munn.
And I know he's done a
look
bunch
at the
of shit.
cast of people. Samantha Bee, Olivia Munn.
Yeah.
What is this is going to be embarrassing. I can't
Olivia
remember.
Munn.
Jason Jordan, I want to say.
Jason Jones.
Jason Jones. And
Him and
who's the-
Samantha Bee are married.
Yeah, and who's the black girl on there who's amazing? I can't remember her fucking name though.
And the black guy, the bald guy.
Um,
He pissed off the people at the fucking White House thing.
Wyatt Cenac was from there.
Yeah, he was
But
on
who
the
was
Daily
the-
Show.
Who was the woman who was on? He was like she was.
No, that's not Wyatt Cenac, a different guy.
Yeah, I know.
But he was on Daily Show too. But I'm talking about the older black guy with this
Oh,
bald
but-
with the glasses.
What is her name? She's. Hold on, I gotta look this up. This pissed me off.
Yeah, no, that's the Jon Stewart that I know and love. Like I never thought he was great
Jessica Williams.
when he was a stand-up.
Jessica Williams.
Not to say that he sucked or anything. I'm just saying, like, I didn't hear him and go, "Oh wow," you know.
Jessica Williams. I can't remember her name. She was my favorite.
But when he started
thing.
going on news shows and doing the Daily Show,
it was great.
it's like that's his fucking niche.
But
you know?
this is my thing: the people he surrounded himself with, the writers.
Well, they always had great talent,
but
great
not
writers.
the same with this new guy. I don't like the people he's got. I don't like them as much.
Right.
The jokes that they do are really sophomoric. They don't. If they do a story, the Daily Show would take a story and be poignant about it, but also draw the humor out of it. These guys go straight to the sophomore humor. I don't like it with Trevor Noah as much. John Oliver comes from the Daily Show. John Oliver hosted.
Dude, that show's great.
It is
Last Week Tonight.
fucking amazing.
No, that's a great show.
That's a great show.
That's another thing. It's like he's great, John Oliver. He's really good. Same thing though. They discovered
Maybe I'm
him.
getting old. No, but I watched it.
All the talent that was on that show. I mean, think about it.
Exactly. I was looking for what's his name?
It's like I said, Louis Black came from there.
Yeah. Back to Black.
With the guy we was talking about.
Last week, see, this is the thing. This is the thing. This is how they did news. If you went and you
Samantha
watched,
Bee.
and also don't forget
Steve Carell.
Stephen Colbert.
You remember? Yeah. Colbert was on there.
Think about
No, but all the people that have branched out and had their
Exactly.
successful careers because they're
people coming
talented.
off what's his name? Roy Jones. Not Roy Jones.
Roy Jones, a boxer.
Yeah, I know. Roy. What the hell is his name? Oh God, I gotta look this up.
It's like a burnout show. It's like, well, what was it? I don't know. We got to Google this shit.
Roy Wood Jr.
You do need a green screen. Roy Wood Jr., you know what's funny is I know him.
Yeah.
I mean, he might remember me, but, like, I know him. Because we worked together at the Comedy Caravan a bunch way back in the day.
But that's the thing, and I don't find him.
I just realized how long I've been doing comedy. Like, it's a long time. It's a lot longer than when people ask me, how long you been doing it? I go, you know, I'm always estimating on the conservative side. And then my friend posted something the other day. It was like, from 2008. And that's when I was coming back. So I had already had a career.
Yeah.
Like before that.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, now you're talking, 20 years or something. It's like,
Yeah,
it's a
we
long
gotta get to the
fucking
point where
time.
we're not going aisle 12 or how much to get the warranty. You know.
Well, I told you, I'm already making plans.
I know.
When the world opens back up, I'm going out. I will be out. Right. I will be out on the road. So all the people have been asking me for years and years and years, like, when are you coming to my town? Like, soon.
Somewhere.
Finally soon.
Somehow. Bruce is
Oh, no.
going to come in a Nissan
No.
Rogue to your town.
We're going to be there.
And a brand new 2008
Right.
Nissan Rogue.
2009.
Oh.
Don't fucking short sell it.
2009 only went to the store back and forth by a little old lady.
Right.
They drove
And
10
that's
miles a day.
true. Who only drives 15,000 miles a year?
You better.
Somebody that's not going anywhere.
You would best check to make sure there's no sawdust in the engine. Hey, I'd like to see the engine. Whoa, hey, guy, what are you doing here? What do you see the engine for?
Come to Thompson House. I might. I might.
Just like old times.
Yeah.
So
Why? Are you working there? Or should I just book? I should just book myself there.
I don't know, man.
I do want to do that because I don't want to go bananas, really.
You got to just grab a troop of people. Grab Ty Rivera.
I'd rather, yeah. Just bring a bunch of people from Vegas and just rent and just book a show
who else
at the Southgate House. I mean, Thompson House. It used to be called the Southgate House.
Hold on a second.
I know where it is. Like I don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying to get booked.
You do know there's a bit of a delay, so in case I say fuck, I can edit it out.
Oh, whatever. Man, we got one of the buttons.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If that was the case, you wouldn't hear a fucking thing I said ever.
You know what happened when I worked in radio? I set fire to the radio station and I wailed on the button.
Dude, they set the dumpster on fire at Vaughn's on 4th of July.
Oh yeah.
Some people shooting fireworks, I guess, and the Roman candle ball landed on top of the dumpster, and then they had the plastic thing. You know, the lid's plastic.
And it caught.
Yeah, it just melted right through and fucking went right down and caught the trash on fire. And it was burning, they said, I wasn't there. I was off. But they said it was burning for like, I don't know, half an hour or so. Before it got big enough that somebody saw it and they called the store and they answered the phone and they go, oh, yeah, is this Vaughn's on, Windmill or whatever? Like, yeah, like, your dumpster's on fire. They open up the back door.
Hold on. Kareem is screaming. Bruce, the Mad
screaming?
Frog is for sale. He wants you to buy the Mad Frog.
You want me to buy the Mad Frog? Yeah. No, I used to do open mic there. The first open mic in Cincinnati, Ohio was at the Mad Frog. I started it. Well, me and Ryan Singer and Darren Overhoser and Brad Thacker. We had this like group.
Yeah.
And we split off from the club. Because there's only one club in town and everybody's fighting to get,
Yeah.
And you don't want to do a bringer show once a week. You have to bring 5 people to get on. Unless you know somebody, or you've been around long enough or whatever. And
Aiden. Who's Aiden?
So Aiden.
Aiden.
I can't afford to buy it.
Who the fuck is Aiden?
If I could afford to, dude, I would. Aiden is the guy that owns the Mad Frog. He's a Turkish guy.
Oh, that explains why he's got the weird name.
Yeah. And the Mad Frog is like a club like I used to run, pretty much, where there's a stage there and they have bands and shit. It's a live music venue. But it's nice there because they have a basement that has another bar. So, like, you could do another kind of show downstairs. You could do stand-up downstairs and have rock bands upstairs.
Yeah.
And have that going on all at the same time.
Let me do my lazy thing. I want to hear myself. And
it's cool.
Ooh, I sound good.
It's a cool place. That's where I met Chris Shaw.
Yeah?
Yeah, because Chris Shaw was from Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
So he would come there and do the mic.
I never asked you to buy it. I was just informing you. I put the seat. I told him he wants you to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, oh, he said for sale. Like,
do you take would they take a Honda Civic?
Dude, I would in a minute. I would. I'd come home and fucking we'd start up a gig. Like,
would they take a Honda Civic as a down payment?
No.
No.
And then I can't do that now anyway because I got too much invested now.
No,
in what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm about to jump off the
Charlie Hester
edge.
I did or Nestor. I did a song at the Mad Frog when I was 18.
Really? I believe that. But it wasn't called the Mad Frog then. It was called Corey's. It was a blues bar. It was the place. It was the only place in town where they had blues every night, and all the blues players from town played there, like H. Bomb Ferguson, Pigmeat Jarrett, and this chick called Sweet Alice. Sweet Alice in Unfinished Business. She's like a big, big heavy set black chick.
Okay.
And she could wail, man.
All right.
She's singing the blues,
Yeah.
And this guy named H. Bomb Ferguson, he played horns and piano and wear wigs
have to have
and
a harmonica player. There's always a harmonica player.
Pigmeat Jarrett was like 95 years old, And he used to play with Duke Ellington on the riverboat.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And his wife, he had a little old lady wife, and she'd drive him. She'd pull him up to the front, get out, walk around, like help him out of the car, help him into the bar, and they'd sit him down at the piano, and he'd just play the piano.
I got the ball blues.
Yeah, but he was doing that literally until he died. You know what I mean?
My
Like,
daughter kicked me.
He never stopped.
My wife won't lick me.
No, he
I
wasn't
can't
like
get
that.
no play.
Right.
I've got the blue ball blues all day. I got the blue ball blues.
Sort of
And
like
it
that.
hurts when I go to pee.
No, it was really cool. It's one of the coolest things I ever seen. But that's what I mean. Like, I've been hanging around, dude, show business
Oh, yeah.
my whole life. My dad would take me to Corey's like when I was young. And we'd go watch blues.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great.
Rosalind said, oh.
And as soon as I turned what? Yeah. H-Bomb played while wearing wigs and missing his pinky. He's got 9 fingers.
Oh.
Yeah, he was crazy. He was like one of those crazy, like George Clinton. Like, oh, this guy's crazy, but he's fucking musical genius, whatever.
Speaking of musical geniuses, guess who's going to be our next president? Kanye West. Can't wait. Somebody at my job today said he's a genius. And he's giving back to the community by opening up his mega church.
Right. Well, he's got money. There's got to be. There's got to be.
And I just went, yeah. You're a smart guy there with that Kanye West.
Man's
He's
a
in no
genius.
way trying to split the vote. Because, this guy thought that Trump was his surrogate dad. 10 years earlier was fuck Bush. He doesn't understand black
Did you
people.
see his niece wrote this book and just torched the fuck out of it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's fucking buffoon. Thank you, Kareem. Yeah, and so Trump's niece wrote a book, and you know how she was able to do it? She had a non-disclosure agreement, but then she found out that basically when Trump's dad, Fred Trump, died, they divvied up his assets, and they put a value on 20% of his assets. But they undervalued the land that was being sold. So when she found out about this, that she and her brother were screwed out of millions, she was like, well, since you violated the terms of the agreement, I don't have to follow the non-disclosure agreement, so I can now publish this book because you violated the terms of our agreement by underselling the value of the property and fucking me and my brother out of millions of our inheritance from Fred Trump, which would have been her great uncle or grandfather. So she was just like, well, fuck this guy. I'm going to write the book about it. And it's not just about Donald Trump. It's about his brothers and sisters. Remember, Mary Trump Sr., if I'm not mistaken, was a circuit court judge. And he's got a brother. And it's not just about Donald, but Donald's family owned a lot of property in New York and New Jersey. And,
I'm surprised you don't know all about this stuff because you're from there.
What do you mean? I just said it. I just fucking went through the history of it.
Right. Well, not really. You just said that she was a judge. I could have told you that.
Well, yeah, but how many fucking people that are out there in the world are going to be privy to that?
Because she quit not that long ago
She did
over
quit.
some bullshit. Like,
Right.
she's about to get in trouble. Like, there was
she's
some
gonna-
kind of investigation on
She had to recuse herself.
Right. And so then she just resigned rather than face.
He's got
the
an album. Oh,
the
that's what it
scrutiny.
is. He's got a fucking album coming out.
Who? Oh, Kanye. Oh, so that's it for his album.
Well, this is the same thing that got Trump in the White House
I would
because
say
Trump was
anybody that would vote for that.
Trump was
motherfucker.
trying to get his ratings up for The Apprentice. So he said he came down the escalator, and then when they said they're Mexicans, they're rapists, or this or that,
Right.
then he got booted, and then he saw, well, wait a minute, I'll make more money doing this, so maybe I can parlay it into something else, and then he just ran with it, and that's why we got him now.
No, we have him now because this nation is dumb as fuck.
Well, yeah, that. Well, also, fucking Hillary Clinton's a fucking cunt. And
Well, that too. I mean, they didn't help the situation. But
how do you lose to Trump? Even Trump said it sarcastically, but he meant it. He knew he was not supposed to win that.
but they picked, like I said, they picked the worst possible
Of course.
person you could
I don't like
possibly
Biden.
put in there.
I don't like fucking Biden. I mean, he can't remember his own name half
At
the
that
time.
time, he would have been better choice.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, and they
just coming out of Obama presidency, like, you know.
and he was sharp enough.
But everybody was like, we got to stand down and let Hillary have her
the
fucking
glass
chance
ceiling, the glass
to
ceiling.
be the first woman president, blah, 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 blah.
They had her.
And you're like, well, you don't understand. A lot of people hate her fucking guts.
She was at the Jacob Javits Center because it was a glass ceiling, and the idea was going to be when she won that she's breaking.
I said it the whole time. No, I understand that. That was the whole point of it.
I'm saying to them.
And I also think that
To everyone out there, not to Korean.
that
I'm sure
they made some kind of deal with her when Barack Obama came.
yeah, it's your turn.
They were like, look, we know that you think this is your turn, but this guy,
He's got the energy.
right, and he's could be the president, so you need to stand down and let this happen. And they made a deal. They said, when he's done,
Your turn.
you're next. And that's how you got stuck with Hillary Clinton.
But-
And I will never, ever not believe that. Because, like I said, she wanted to be president then. So, and she had been there then, too, the whole time. You know, put in her time.
Right.
Or whatever. You know,
Right.
like she was in line.
Right.
And then he cut the line.
Right. Well, people push for it. Donna Brazil pushed.
And they had to talk her into stepping down.
Debbie
is what I'm
Wa-
saying. And the way they did that was they promised her that you would be next.
Yeah.
And that's
Debbie
why they
Wasserman
fit the...
Schultz and Donna Brazil were two people big in the Democratic Party.
I
who
know.
Pushed
I
Hillary.
know who Wasserman Schultz is because I used to live in Florida.
Yeah, and she's another idiot. These people were the old guard, and they said, we want a woman. We want somebody in our little inner circle. We're going to push Hillary over the finish line. Hillary fucked Hillary over. Trump didn't win. Hillary lost. And it's because Hillary's personality is shit. Trump's
No,
personality...
I don't even think it's that.
It's
25 years of constant propaganda against this person, this one person. There's so many people that believe that she kills people.
Oh, yeah.
She has a hit list, you know, and anyone that knows the Clintons is dead, you know.
Yeah, that nonsense, too.
No, but there's people that actually believe this stuff.
Well, you know,
And when you have a person like that, you can't make them the candidate. Because there's built-in, like I said, there's 25 years of built-in hatred for this person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was talking to
That's another reason why it's bad to be around for that long.
Because
it's a long record of fucking propaganda against you.
Yeah.
You know, like...
But I was talking to a
Especially
customer.
her. I mean, who the fuck says, oh, she's running a...
Hillary.
You're right, exactly. They call her Hillary. But I'm saying, they say, oh, she's running a pedophile ring out of a basement pizzeria parlor. You know, and people believe it.
Yeah, so I ran into a Trumper, and she
that
said...
you could be less famous and be like one of the most famous people in the world. And that you couldn't walk outside and not people know who you are.
So right now...
But yet you can run a pedophile ring out of a basement pizza parlor.
Stupid.
And nobody will know.
She's going to kill... Ghislaine, yeah. So
and then a guy went there and it wasn't even a basement.
Right. So they're saying that she's going to kill Ghislaine or Ghislaine Maxwell. The thing that fucking blew my mind is Trump right now has the scandal
It blows my mind, man.
Trump right now has the scandal going on where he was talking to Putin, and Putin was having the Taliban execute.
Yeah.
And so I was talking to a Trumper, this woman.
Did you see today?
No, wait.
No, wait. Did you see today?
Wait. I was talking to this Trumper woman.
Yeah.
And I said, she goes, I don't trust Hillary because of Benghazi. And I said, wait a minute. Benghazi?
Right.
I said, Trump's got these Americans now. 21 American soldiers got executed in Afghanistan by fucking Hitless, and he was complicit because he was working with Putin, and he knew about this, and he was briefed about it, and he didn't do shit.
He didn't do nothing.
And here's her answer. She looks at me, and she goes, that hasn't been borne out yet. That information.
No, listen, check it out. Today, well, yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, he tweeted or said, oh, this is just a hoax, another hoax by the New York Times, the fake news. You know, like, this is a hoax. And then today they said, oh, White House is investigating who leaked this information.
Yeah, but that's nothing new.
From inside the White House. No, but I'm saying If it's a hoax, then why are you investigating who gave away the hoax information?
That's nothing new for Trump. I don't care about that.
That's a real thing.
No, but I don't care about that. I'll tell you why I don't care about that. Because I expect it. When Trump is an asshole, I expect it. When Trump is a piece of shit, I expect it. When he lies all the time, I expect it. I don't expect anything. If Trump sits there and goes, it was a hoax, nothing like that, and then the next day go, we're going to find out who ratted on me. But he does it all the time. He does it every week. That's why I don't care anymore. If you tell me Trump did something shitty, I don't care. I believe it. Next. When a dumb shit...
Isn't it sad?
But when a dumb shit...
This is where we're at.
I know. When a dumb shit comes up to me,
President of the United
Hillary.
States could just say anything, do anything. He could tweet videos of people screaming white power, and nobody does or says anything.
His logo is a swastika. The Trump
I'm
logo
just
is
saying,
a swastika.
it's like it's fucking crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, I don't get it. It's hard to wrap your head around.
No, it's easy. It's easy to wrap your head around. It's what people wanted. Rosalind goes. He does.
No, I could see that for a while.
No.
But it's all unraveling now, and they're still clinging on tighter. Like, he's the greatest.
It's gonna. He's very.
It's actually going. The whole Trump president, or it's like the Dark Knight, or the Black Knight. I'm sorry, the Black Knight. And they're like, people are dying. No, they aren't. Like,
yeah. But it doesn't matter.
Like, the economy's tanking. No, it isn't.
The reality of this...
Tis but a flesh wound.
The reality of this is as such. The people want this. They want a guy like that. Look, my father... I love my father. My father and mother are two different polar spheres.
Why? No, I'm saying
No.
Why do people want a guy like that?
I'll explain. My father is Northern Italian. Northern Italians, my grandmother, my uncle, all of that side of the family, nothing bothers them. They're happy all the time. They always find the positive.
That must be where Daniele Bellelli's from.
My mother was Sicilian. My mother was Sicilian, and everything is critical. You're analyzing and analyzing and analyzing and analyzing. Right. So none of that bullshit gets by you.
That's where you must have hung out with that person more.
So,
because that's how you are.
Right. That's exactly yes. I'm more of my mother.
You're all negative.
Right. So, but when you live in that mindset that everything is good, America is great, America has its problems, but it's ultimately the best place. It has its problems, but it's better than the alternative. It has its problems. What? Hey, look, we took
Amsterdam.
We took a mountain in Dakota, and we made it into a national monument to our 4 greatest American heroes.
Yeah, but to do that, we removed the whole race of people from their native.
No, because we added to the value of their land, and
they're not there anymore.
Doesn't matter. These people, we added to the value of their land. We have made that state an important place. That's the mindset. Now you're laughing because you're from the educated mindset.
I'm laughing at the whole entire
the premise.
Anybody who could say with a straight face that this country wasn't racist,
they
and you don't know anything about the history of this country.
They won't say that. What they will say is this. Here's that mindset.
And to even act like, I don't understand why people are...
Here's the mindset. I was talking about racism and how it's ingrained. And somebody said to me, hey, look, I'm Irish. And there were Irish slaves.
Yeah, and that's a bullshit story.
I know. But the point is, when your mind is looking to find a way out...
That's all they do.
They will find a way out.
What aboutism in that?
Right, but they believe it. It's not. I used to think that they were doing it for spite. No, I believe now.
It's a deflecting tactic.
It's in the mindset. It's in the mindset. It was a book I'm reading.
I've always thought my whole life.
No, this is no longer spite. Yes. Now I look at the stuff on Fox.
Right.
And I even I wonder with like a Tucker Carlson or Sean Hannity, I've now changed my mindset to believing they've been deliberate to the point where they believe...
I would not a violent person. I would genuinely enjoy kicking the shit out of either one of those guys.
Hold on.
No, I'm serious. Like I would enjoy it. Because they're the biggest... You know who I'd really like to beat the fuck out of? Dinesh D'Souza. He's the fucking worst piece of shit on this fucking planet. Any kind of propagandist who would take history and warp it, like to make
I know,
it
but it's
something
all the
different
same.
than it really is. No, I'm serious.
But
To me, that's the evil.
Trump-
That's really evil. He's trying to brainwash people.
Yes.
Like literally.
well, Candace Owens.
You know,
Candace
into
Owens.
an alternate reality that's not even real. You know,
Candace Owens in
and
2000.
that's generally what Tucker Carlson and
Yes, but-
Hannity do as well. But they're not like D'Souza actually will make a movie, claim it's a history movie.
Right, but they believe it because they keep saying it over and over again.
Nobody he knows inside of his brain that he's fucking
no.
full of shit.
Eventually, Trump said it. A reporter asked him, "Why do you keep lying
Yeah,
all the
that's the
time?"
Nazi line too. Did they say just tell the lie enough times and people believe it?
But then they believe it themselves. But Candace Owens was her story, for people who don't know, was she was bullied by a bunch of white kids in her school around 2008. There was a lawsuit, and she was very progressive and left-leaning. And then she saw the writing on the wall. I don't know when it exactly flipped for her, but she decided, hey, I'm going to make some money being conservative. The same thing for Dana Loesch. Dana Loesch was, before she got to NRA TV, she was doing a podcast about Twilight because her kids were watching Twilight. So they discovered her because she had a semi-popular podcast about Twilight.
About Twilight.
And
How entertaining.
and then somebody discovered her, and then she did all this. And NRG, these things, the people. I have a.
Ty said that when he was in LA that there were people that wanted him to do that. They wanted him to be a voice for the right. But he didn't. He's not a shill, so he was like, I'm not a shill. So.
I don't.
He has his own opinions,
He's-
and a lot of them, some of them are right, but not all of them. He has a good mix
That's fine.
of views. So, but he said that people wanted him to be a voice,
Oh, Marcus is on.
a shill voice for the right. So he said no, he didn't want to do it
Look.
because then he'd be beholden to them,
Yeah, and then
and he'd have to
That ruins his
become
image.
more and more right wing.
right.
That's
not his brand.
And it's controlling, what he's doing.
This is why I've said many times that people get pissed off at me because I've had people since I've moved out here and done more of this comedy stuff and done mics and talked to people. They go, "Wow, you're so conservative." And then my family back east, some of them disowned me because they said you're so
Well, you're
fucking
not-
liberal.
Well, you're not really conservative.
I'm not. But I've had people
I've
tell me
never
that.
heard you say that.
I've had people tell me.
Well, I
I'm
mean, you
conservative.
do have the asshole-ish side of a conservative.
No, but I'm a negative person. I was raised by.
No, that's, I mean,
I
like,
was raised
for
by
a progressive, you're a negative son of a bitch. So I can
I'm
see
not
why they might get
progressive on
confused.
things. I'm not completely progressive
Like
on
the
things,
grumpy,
but you're the Twilight comic of 2020, Marcus T. So,
the Twilight comic from 20.
have you still done Twilight? Candace Owens
know.
was bullied by the son of a handsome and important and some important town. Yeah, she was bullied, and then she became famous as a victim, as a black victim, an African American victim, whatever the fuck she wants to call it. And then she flipped it into, fuck, I can make money off this. And black people have to empower themselves. And the Democrats think they have us in their back pocket. So I'm going to retaliate. Okay. And then when you ask her, well, what do you stand for? She goes, Democrats don't automatically
Right.
get the black vote.
Right.
Okay.
Right,
But
right.
what is your stance?
Right. She
The
doesn't have
Democrats-
any-
She has no stance.
Right, exactly.
And she goes, I don't like my character being
She says,
being defamed."
Democrats are bad. That's your stand.
She had to create a terrible.
They're bad.
Yeah.
They're bad, and you shouldn't vote for them.
But you ask these
It's
black
like Tommy
people-
Lauren.
Well, yeah.
That's like, what kind of fucking person is like, that guy said before, it's like, who? Well, I don't know what I think about this issue.
No, Kareem got on.
You know, I gotta go see what Tommy Lauren has to say about
wait,
this.
no. So what Kareem is saying is that people wouldn't support her website, so she flipped. My thing is this. You see, that's the thing.
Oh, she got what? She got bitter that people wouldn't
Yeah.
kiss her ass
It's the
after
money,
she
yeah.
was.
But no, when you ask these people, they were interviewing these black people, and again, I'm watching this on
All these
like Vice
conservatives
News.
just seem like angry, bitter
Well,
people.
no,
They
you
were just
ask them
unhappy
what
with
they
life
stand
in
for.
general, and they want to make you unhappy with life too.
Right.
Just as unhappy as they
But
are.
you have to have. First of all, Marcus, you couldn't get Tommy Lauren. She wouldn't fuck you if you were the last guy. She wouldn't fuck me. She wouldn't fuck him.
It doesn't matter if she's good looking. She's still a dumb bitch that would
Yeah.
never ask me what's her fucking political opinions about anything.
The
you know,
right wing has
or,
fossil.
oh, hey, Tommy, how do you think we should run the world? You know, like, oh, I can't wait to hear this.
This is a fucking moron.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But my thing is,
What kind of fucking person
but
thinks that this is somebody that you should be getting your fucking opinions from?
that's not what bothers me, and I'll tell you why. I don't mind that.
They don't ever say anything except,
I don't mind that Tommy Lahren is an airhead. I expect it. And here's the thing: I've met women out
you
here.
just make excuses for shit.
No, no,
You're
I'm
just
just
like, I expect it, so it's
no,
okay.
no. There's two things.
I
Number
expect
one,
Dinesh D'Souza to fucking
No,
warp
that-
all
there's
world
different.
history
I mean,
into something.
I've met women. I've met women like Tommy Lahren, and I understood where they were coming from only to
That's
a
another
degree.
thing. How do you say her fucking name? Nobody knows.
Yeah. So what I was saying with her is, I met people who come out for these, these small little towns, and then they come out to the rest of America and they go, "We're being misrepresented because
Look, I
everything
didn't-
has to be run like it's a
Okay.
big city."
I didn't say I wouldn't fuck her.
You would fuck the shit out of her if you had the chance.
No, well,
Her.
only if they said I didn't have to talk to her.
I mean, yeah, she wanted to fucking,
They were like, "You
gargle
can
the-
have at it. You didn't. You don't have to speak. But if I started talking to her, it'd be all over.
I'm not sticking in her ass. I don't mind.
Nah, it'd be over. I'm sticking in her mouth so she can't talk.
Well, first you gotta go vag to ass to mouth.
It's like, shut up.
I'd stick it in the ass and then in her mouth, and then you go, "Hey, look,
Of course you would.
shit always comes out of your mouth, so you should know what it tastes like."
Right. Oh.
Hey,
Hey, yo, bow,
Oh.
zingo. There's the comedy right there.
Hey, yo. Hey. All
Right. You're waiting for that comedy, and then there it was.
No. I've met people who come from these towns. I knew a girl. She came from a town in Arizona, and Arizona's pretty fucking like if you go to Phoenix, even Phoenix is
Well,
a
he's
small
called
city.
Darth Becky.
Darth Becky. Yeah, good one.
I've never heard that. Is that like a real thing?
No, little Becky,
Darth Becky?
like younger than Karen.
She'd be
or Becky.
Karen, or is it Emperor Karen?
Yeah, Emperor Karen, Darth Becky, because
Oh, okay.
Becky's below, and then Susan
Yeah,
is
as I
above
say,
the Karen.
gotta be.
It goes Becky, Karen, Susan.
Wait.
Becky.
No, I haven't heard that.
Yes,
I thought Karen was the worst.
No, it goes Becky is the younger, Karen is the middle age, and then Susan is like the octogenarian.
Really?
Yes, Becky, Karen, Susan.
The Susan that I know her. You see, there's Ty.
Wait, is your ties on? Say something.
No, he just texted me on my phone.
Don't fucking waste any of your energies. Come over here and say something.
What? No,
No,
he's
a lot of these women-
he's texting me on the phone. He didn't.
Oh, okay. No,
Comment.
I know a lot of these people that I knew a girl like that, blonde hair, blue eye, nice girl. She was valedictorian. She was, class prom queen in a town of like 800 people. So if you get to the rest of the world and you get to some city and everything's integrated and everyone's white people are holding hands with black people and all this, they're like, "What the fuck is going on here? Is this loud? Is this loud?" And then I'm being over the top about it, but the reality is that's what it is. It's these people haven't been exposed, and then they get out into the world and they go, "Wait a minute, something's not right here. I've got to make it like that."
Right.
I'm here trying to get.
No, but that's what I said. I said
don't-
earlier
don't
or
page
this week. Like,
Well, what do you want?
what's happened now is the conservatives have been not denying reality for so long and trying to create their own reality for
Well,
so
they're
long
trying to push it
that
back
they
the way it
no
was.
longer see reality. You know what I mean? They look at everything through this distorting lens.
No.
That makes everything not real.
No, it's not that.
Like it's like a fantasy time
No.
period.
Maybe
like,
that, but
all these changes aren't
it's
happening.
It's not
they
that
don't
it's
want to
not
see.
real. It's that they don't want it.
No, that's what I'm saying is they don't want to see all
But
these
it's not
changes.
distorted. It's not that it's distorted. It's that they're looking at it and they're going, "Oh, fuck this. I don't want this." And you're going, "Well, this is the way our world is shaping."
Right.
No, I don't want it.
Right.
Yeah, but this is the way our world is going and where I live. Yeah, well, fuck that.
If you ask me, no, seriously, if you let the Trumpism run its natural course, no, listen, I'm saying
Yeah.
with no one to stop it from, nobody did
Country's
anything,
done.
and they just let them do what they wanted. No, this is what they would do. Well, this is what they already were trying to do. They would build a wall around this country.
Yeah.
They'd kick out as many people as they could who weren't white
And turn
or
on
from another
themselves.
country. No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then, we'd have an apartheid type state like South Africa or Israel has now. I believe that that's what they would do.
A lot of the
if you let them, if you just said, all right, go ahead and do whatever you want, let's see what Trumpism really is. That's what it would be.
When it comes to policing and things like that, well, you said Israel.
I said
Israel is where a lot of the cues come from, the policing.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, I know.
They would want to create a fascist apartheid type state.
They're creating.
I'm saying
they're doing it now.
They're trying to.
Yeah,
but there's judges blocking
when
they're
going. Where did these?
They haven't got half the shit that they've tried to do.
Of course, because
happened because
the new thing
we still have checks and balances. Thank God, but they still keep pushing. Like the DACA thing, Supreme Court said they couldn't end DACA, and it's like what 3 weeks later, maybe a month at the most, and they're already going to refile papers and try to do it again.
Well, Trump today announced that he wants to get out of the World Health Organization, and he's pushing.
No, they formally withdrew. We're no longer a member.
No, it takes a year to go through.
I know, but I'm saying,
yeah,
you can only hope that he loses and the next president cancels
and then
that.
yeah, exactly.
But otherwise, it's over, and we're out.
And that's the thing.
And I said that's what they're doing is slowly isolating us from the rest of the world.
Populism is not nationalism. People mistake populism as nationalism. No, you're fucking the country up. You're not.
No, they think they're being nationalists.
They're not.
But they think they are.
I know they're not. They're actually hurting their country.
No, I know that, but they're fucking stupid. So
we
shouldn't be in charge of anything.
You and I mentally are like, yeah. There's a lot of people out there. And the people watching pretty much have your shit together. But there's a lot of people out there like, wow, Trump is speaking my language. Yeah, but your language was you didn't know your ass from your elbow. And now the rest of the world's like, whoa, if you let Trump keep going the way he is, not only will we steamroll the fuck over you, you'll be working for us by the end of the fucking decade.
Right. You see that? Some guy wrote a tweet was like, some fucking rednecks out in bumfuck are like, well, if those riots come here, like, shut the fuck up. Like, with your murder fantasies. It's like, no one's coming to cousin fucking country to smash your chicken coop.
Well, wait a minute now. Remember what happened in Charlottesville?
I was like, that's so fucking funny.
No, remember what happened in Charlottesville, North Carolina, where the guy got into.
No, I remember that, but that was a whole fucking structured up event.
But remember, you're saying if Trump wins another 4 years. If Trump wins another 4 years, those people are going to start moving into the big cities. In the South, it'll spread. They'll move into the big cities, and then they will start. See, right now, the only thing we've got going is that those people aren't marching armed as much as they are. Because that's the real question. All you're going to need is one shithead. He's going to hear. And then, that's it. There's going to be fucking AR-15 spraying into crowds. That's the fear I have. Well, you got some asshole's going to go in there, click 2 blocks together. They were worried about that. I think in Minnesota, where
those guys here, the fucking Boogaloo dudes, they were right here.
Yeah,
they were going to fucking start fucking pipe bombs and fire bombs and all kinds of crazy shit.
Is one guy in blackface to start shooting and going, look, it was a black guy started it. Round them all up. All you need is one guy to do some dumb shit. Now. I'm telling you right now, he cannot win another 4 years. I don't give a fuck if you think he's the greatest guy ever. We cannot survive. We're lucky. Look at.
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
We've got what?
There's a significant portion of people who are going down with the ship.
Yeah.
And they're never letting go of this motherfucker.
The Senate.
Because I talk to them every day.
Oh yeah.
And they're clinging tight.
Oh yeah.
They would never say one bad thing about him for some reason. And if you try to say anything critical, they will come to his defense.
Oh, yeah.
Vigorously. Like, I've never seen such nut-licking people. Like, they're just like, this guy's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, yeah. I know people. I knew a girl who said, Donald Trump is my Lord and Savior. He was sent by Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. That
and people
believe this shit.
This is a hipster girl with, like, gauges and tats and red hair. And
she said that?
And she said that, and she has she's got all the tats, and she looks like any little hipster girl working at Zia Records.
It's like when you see someone like that, like, you need to squeeze you out your third eye, and then she comes back and goes, Donald Trump was sent by Jesus. You're like, whoa, not that much.
Yeah.
What did you take?
Yeah. No, she was dead ass, and she said it calmly. And her husband.
You take something like
her husband
powerful.
Is the nicest guy I've ever met in my life. I'm more positive talking to this guy. Every time I talk to I had to go on a business trip, and this guy hooked me up with the 4th room and an amazing, Airbnb house.
Right.
And every time I'm around him, I'm a negative piece of shit. I know I am. But every time I'm around this particular guy's name is Chucky or some different names. He's such a nice guy. Big anime fan like I am. And he's a huge Trumper. I went to go give him a hug once. He goes,
but see, that's another thing, though. I'm friends with people who are Trumpers.
I'm friends with the guy to this day.
Like Slammy's a Trumper. I don't care.
But,
like Trez is a crazy conspiracy theorist and, believes all kinds of shit that I think is fucking stupid. But I still love the guy. I mean, we're friends.
Right, but you know what their logic is?
I don't look at things that way.
Their logic is this.
I do go, I don't understand, Can you please explain to me?
They like Trump. They like Trump.
How this works, because I don't get it.
I'll tell you their answer.
No, most people, there's a certain segment of this population that is brainwashed, convinced that every regular news source
is fake news.
All fake, yes. It's all
big
MSM, they call it mainstream media. All your mainstream media is it's all fake news, and it's all an agenda. It's George Soros trying to, brainwash your brain. No, that's what I'm saying.
They're playing $10 million to get the lizard men going, and we're going to Infowars.com,
right.
And
I'll eat your ass.
And then I'm going to sell you my X12 bone growth hormone. With X12 Bone 12 hormones, you are going to be able to get the strength to stop the liberal agenda. We're going to be out in the streets. We're going to eat their asses.
Right, exactly.
We're going to destroy those sons of bitches. Right. Believe me, the revolution is coming.
Listen, there's a guy like that. He's making millions of dollars saying that kind of shit. And there's people that are watching him that believe what he says. I mean, and you wonder what the fuck is wrong? Like,
no,
come on,
man.
The
thing is this. I spoke, the guy I was talking to.
Like, if you listen to Art Bell or something, you're like, oh, that's, you talk about aliens or ghosts or something, and it's weird and shit. But, like, Alex Jones is something really frightening.
But
it's like frightening.
It's right down to the DNA, and it reaffirms the DNA. It's reaffirming your biases, right down to the cultural DNA, right down to the where land you came from. When you're seeing something, when you see a black person, and somebody told me a fucked up thing. One of my buddies, my oldest friend, Dave. I've been friends with him for 30 plus years, and he lived in Ireland as an exchange student. And his roommate was from Germany. And they saw a black person.
Oh, no, you said it. You told the story.
Spot the nigger. Yeah. That's the game they had. Spot the nigger.
Right.
And not my friend Dave, but his roommate was German, and said, "Oh, there's one fucking nigger." And I went, "Whoa!" I heard that, and I said, "What the fuck is that?" And he goes, "Look, he has a game. Spot the N-word." And I'm like,
"Right, but obviously, no one ever just kicked the shit out of him." That's what I'm saying.
Because again. Where he lives.
You're like, oh, why don't I just fucking beat the shit out of you right now? And then
where he lives.
Hey, the next time you do that in front of me, I'm going to kick the shit out of you again.
And then he'd have fucking, 5 Bavarian
Perhaps
guys.
you should put that in your fucking pocket and keep it for later.
Right. There's a guy. Have you ever heard of Pogo?
Playing that around here.
Have you ever heard of Pogo?
The clown?
No.
No.
So Pogo is a white guy from Australia who takes popular Disney movies and then he remixes them to dance classics. He is incredible. And then they found out that his YouTube handle was Faggotron. So they're like,
cancel him.
He was so good that Disney was taking his remixes without asking for a fee for using their content, and we're playing at a Disney World. And he's got millions of followers. I was listening to his music for 3 years now. Then one day somebody
on YouTube or something?
Yeah. And they're like, oh, my God, he's fucking horrible. I can't listen to him anymore. So I said, what the fuck did he do? So I watched the video. He goes, well, yes. So people are wondering why I have the name Faggotron. And the reason is I don't like gays. I'm tired of the homosexuals. These men walking around dressed up like they're bloody 12-year-olds. I mean, fucking awful. And I'm going to say, when that guy...
You sound more British than Australian.
Well, fuck you. What fucking Australian accent you have, you fuck?
You sound like fucking Sid Vicious or something.
All I'm saying there is I put a shrimp on the barbie.
Right.
No, he's...
What is that Australian guy to tell you that you fucking suck?
He's more Australian. So he's like, all I'm saying is when that guy went into the nightclub.
Right.
And shut up everyone. And I don't like the fucking people in the Middle East. But when he shut up all his people, it's like, oh, thank God. I'm like, I don't want to see anyone die.
He said that?
He said that.
Oh, well, I would be like, well, fuck you too.
And I watched it yesterday, and he goes,
man, that would be like if Maynard came out tomorrow and said something really ridiculous like that. And it'd be like, you know what I mean? Like somebody that
you still listen to Tool?
That I love. Well, not just that. I've seen every band he's ever been in.
Do you listen to
He's got like 4 bands. Yes. I've seen them all live multiple times.
You got Tool, Perfect Circle, Pussifer. What's
Right.
the fourth?
He's in, yeah.
What's the other one? Tool, Perfect Circle. Those are his 2 mains.
Yeah.
Pussifer, which is like, whatever.
No, those are the only ones, I think.
Yeah, you said 4.
No, he only has 3 bands, but
Yeah.
I've seen them all multiple times.
That was like when...
What I'm saying is,
you'd
have to stop. Like, you'd have to throw him out of your life completely. You'd be like, oh, he's so much of an asshole that now it counteracts. Yeah, well, he was in Green Jello for 1 second. It doesn't, yeah.
Well, that was like
That's
Billy
another
Corgan.
follower.
Billy Corgan
Man
was
Speaker
one.
from
Shitty band.
Man Speaker from Green Jello. He's my Facebook friend.
Oh, okay. Name dropping. Let me tell you, get a name drop, get a name,
Right?
Man Speaker, Ty
Right.
Rivera.
I got it. Right, exactly. I got a lot of that. Well, you know Ty Rivera.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like we all know Ty Rivera.
Well, I got a pic of Dave Mustaine going on Alex Jones. His middle name is Alonda?
Oh, Mustaine, what did he say? A bunch of crazy shit? It wouldn't surprise me.
Isn't he
So I
dying?
kicked him out of Metallica. That's why I said the System of a Down drummer was a big fucking Trump nutlicker. And I was like, oh, well, now I see why they fucking broke up. You know why they'll never
Their
play
music
again?
is so counter fucking...
No, that's what I mean. The music is like, that's what I said, like Serge and him probably got in a fight.
Why did he always send the poor?
Right.
And then the drummer's like, I'm playing this under protest.
Right,
They're
exactly.
like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Fucking...
I need a paycheck, whatever. I was
has a store out
I was
here.
like, I don't know why they just don't fucking
I think the drummer
fire
has a
him
store
and
here.
fucking hire another guy.
The drummer for System of a Down, or the guitarist, has a comic store.
Get the chick that used to play for Lenny Kravitz. She probably needs a gig.
Oh, yeah.
She was good. She's
Yeah.
a good drummer.
He's a 9/11 truther.
know what I'm talking about? The chick with the
believes
afro?
Obama is Kenyan.
She got a big old afro.
Oh, yeah.
Played the
Yeah,
drums
yeah,
for
yeah,
Lenny
yeah.
Kravitz. She's good.
No, she ain't leaving when his cock exploded out of his pants. She's just like, I'm never leaving this band. I'm not performing for the next 5 years. I'm going to sit right here with dust on.
Never leaving.
I'm never leaving. Wait a minute. Is that your 7-inch flaccid cock? I'm never leaving
Right.
this band.
Exactly. Like that was an accident. He was like,
Believe in
Yeah,
Alex
show
Jones,
this
Sandy
up.
Hook. Alex Jones, another one like that. He should have been. He's getting sued for Sandy Hook. That Sandy Hook bullshit he said.
that's
Good.
been going on for a while now.
Good.
That's
that was a false flag.
That's my question.
That was a false flag.
Is and has been for a while. Like, where's the line?
There's no line.
No, that's what I mean. If you say anything about a line, people will jump out. Up. And as a comic, you have to be careful about this.
Hey, wait
too.
a minute. I just thought of something now.
But they'll jump up. Second Amendment, or you got
Kanye
not
West
Second Amendment,
becomes
First
president-
Amendment, freedom of speech. Blah, 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 blah,
Alex
blah.
Jones could be on the cabinet.
What?
Alex Jones could be in the
Oh,
cabinet.
Kanye West.
Yeah. He'll be the press secretary.
Thank-
Let me tell you something right,
Right,
now.
right.
Kanye West is not one of the globalists. He is not one of the George Soros paid off people.
Right.
Kanye West is going to be strong with Syria. He's going to bomb the living shit out of them. And then we're going to drop the bone growth hormone right down on there and get our troops in there killing their freaking terrorists.
Bone growth hormone.
The X11-5 bone growth hormones, we're going to be fist fucking all of these Syrians because our troops will finally have the genetic power that they need to get through and fight for our nation. And it won't be about AR-15s anymore, brother. We're all going to get M16s.
Listen, I've never watched that show. But
Watched it
listen,
once.
how long is it?
It's about an hour.
So he yells like that for an hour.
This is what he did. He goes, let me tell you something. The globals don't want you to know. FEMA is setting up death camps. Now, here's how I know. FEMA right now has toll booths that they're putting up on the roads. That was like 10 years ago. They've got these
I
toll
know.
booths.
I remember it.
And they're going to put these toll booths up. And what they're not telling you is all of these hurricanes, all these storms are all made. They're all generated by FEMA. So, and then what they're doing is, look, Look at the videos, people. Follow the money. The money is in these coffins. These coffins are biodegradable. They hold a family of 4. They're going to put their whole family in there, and then they're going to have the toll booths, FEMA. And what FEMA's going to do is they're going to have you go to the toll booth, and that's how you're going to be able to escape. And you're going to have tokens to get through. And if you don't have the right token, you're not getting through the toll booth. I'm telling you right now, InfoWar people, this is happening. And then they put you, and then there's Lyme. Why would FEMA buy these coffins?
See, I knew it. It's 4 hours. It's not just 1 hour. Oh. He's yelling like this for 4 hours. Every day.
Let me tell you something,
like, what kind of person is
Why would FEMA invest in bullets? FEMA is buying bullets. Why would they be buying bullets, biodegradable coffins, and bags of lime? They're buying bags of lime so they can bury your children in their sleep, goddammit. I'm the only one speaking the truth.
Are you, though?
I'm the only one speaking the truth. You're not going to hear this anywhere. But let me tell you right now.
Yes, you won't hear it anywhere.
InfoWars right
the
now.
raving delusions of a fucking madman.
We're going to be selling liquid mercury.
But for some reason, there's millions of people in this country
with my X2
who want to hear a guy like that.
With my X2 hormones, you are going to be able to drink liquid mercury.
For 4 hours a day.
And my X2 hormones are filled with liquid mercury. You are going to be able to run like the Flash and avoid the fucking George Soros paid death armies. But you can only do that if you are an InfoWar member. You buy the T-shirt, you get the paraphernalia, and you'll be free from the tirade.
I totally don't believe that he only watched 1 hour of it to come up with this
Clinton.
impression.
Hillary Clinton is a goddamn lizard. She's going to eat her babies in their sleep. We're beyond right now. We're talking about the pedophile rings. We're beyond that. We're beyond the pedophile rings. Hillary Clinton.
Now they're cloning children to create their own pedophile.
They're going to take your children. Here's what they're going to do. Here's what they're going to do. You have to understand here. I'm telling the truth right now. I'm speaking the truth to everyone right now in InfoWars. I'm going to tell you the truth right now. They're going to take your children. They're going to clone your children. They're going to clone them and your precious white children. Blonde hair, blue-eyed babies. We're taking it tonight. So that the League of George Soros pedophiles can rape your precious children.
Again.
The liberal agenda is about euthanizing.
What are they going to do when
people.
George Soros dies?
It's not just George Soros. You didn't understand, Bruce, because you're part of the liberal agenda. Trying to get on MSNBC.
What I'm saying. What do you think's going to happen?
You'd be on Air America right now if you were still on Air America.
That's why they're prepping Bill Gates.
Playing with Al Franken's
Yeah,
balls.
the globalists. No, listen, that's the thing. I've been talking to these people, and they actually believe.
Kareem
that
is right.
This
The globalist agenda.
is all part of a globalist agenda to create a one world global government and economy by shutting down the entire world economy.
In 2005.
Somehow these things are married together in their mind.
So
I don't know how this works.
Fox Business is a guy named Lou Dobbs, and Lou Dobbs is an old version of Alex Jones. He's like if Alex Jones got sent to the home.
No, I know who Lou Dobbs is.
Lou Dobbs goes.
He used to be on CNN, Lou Dobbs.
And when he was on CNN.
And Lou Dobbs tonight. Tonight we're going to.
Let me tell you something. This is 2005. He was going, they're building a superhighway, part of NAFTA, from Canada down through the United States and to Mexico. And then they're going to change their currency to the Amero in 2005.
Amero.
The Amero. And he had the minting. He would show you this picture of the Amero.
I mean. People listen to these people, right?
And 5G.
And they say things, oh yeah, 5G. Oh yeah, for sure. And that's why I saw a guy, they said that the COVID is really 5G. Like COVID is a cover story to cover up why you're getting sick from 5G.
Oh, Kareem, the Jews. No, the Jews only control Hollywood. They don't.
Right.
Well, let me tell you something about the Jews. Control the bank. But here's the thing. The funny thing about the conservatives is they'll say the Jews, but then they'll go, we've got to give our money to Israel.
Right.
Because Israel's in the front line of the war.
Right.
In other words,
the Jews control everything, and therefore We got to give him all our money and
Yeah, like, what? You stupid motherfucker. No, but
we got to prop him up no matter what happens.
But remember, it's those Israelis. Those are Krav Maga fighting Israelis. When they go, well, who taught these cops to put their knees on the back of people's necks?
No, you said that.
I was watching Vice
The
News.
Mossad.
And Vice News, they show you that the Hasidic Jews believe that they don't have to wear the mask,
Yes.
and the Israeli
and they beat
cops
them up.
beat the shit out of
You
them.
told us that last week.
Yeah.
Are you high?
No, I'm not. They talk about this about the rapture.
You don't even smoke.
No, I know. I said that last week. I'm just. It ties into what we're saying now. The most of
rapture.
the Zionist supporters in America are.
I wish that rapture would happen. These motherfuckers get the fuck off the planet. That's what I say. If you told me right now that the rapture is all Trumpelos, I would be all for it.
Once the temple in Israel is
Be like, let them go up
rapture is
and
supposed to
gone, and we will continue to live life without them around, and it'll be fucking wonderful.
Let me tell you something. When I get raptured up, before I go down, I'm going to eat George Soros. I'm going to cook him up. I'm going to put barbecue sauce on him. And I'm going to put him on my smoker.
Sweet baby Ray's.
No, I've got the X2 barbecue sauce.
It's infused with that bone growth hormone.
Bovine infused. Bovine. You see, back in the 40s, the Nazis were trying to resurrect the auroch, which is a bovine of an epic proportion. So we have got the bovine auroch DNA from the Nazis.
Right.
Mengele had this solution. Joseph Mengele had it. We've
Smuggled it out to Argentina.
smuggled it out of Argentina. Do you know how many of the Zionist Jews that were part of the original conspiracy to uproot American values were ground into this Zionist Jew bovine auroch DNA enhancer? We will cleanse the land.
DNA enhancer.
We will cleanse the land. We will finish the work.
Can it give you hair, Alex? Obviously not.
Don't need it. I am doing the work of the Lord. I am aerodynamic. And I am going to bring white power back.
Whenever I see people like that, like, his story would fascinate me. Like, I'd want to know, like, where did he come from? How,
Tomorrow I'm not going to be able to sell shit. I'm going to be like,
you want to buy a couch?
let me tell you something about this couch right now. Genuine leather. Genuine. Tomorrow I'm going to be like,
The old lady like, excuse me, sir, this salesman is rather aggressive.
no, I'm not going to be able to talk tomorrow. My voice is already going. Tomorrow I'm just going to be like,
Dude, you're a pussy then. Right, exactly.
I'm not sucking dick. I just remember.
Well, that's why you suck it. To coat your vocal cords. It's like musician's secret, but just a tad saltier.
Yeah, he was a lot of these guys are sports guys. Hannity was a sports guy. Rush Limbaugh was a sports guy. They transitioned because when you do radio, when I started in radio in 2004,
Probably because
a lot of the announcers
said
were
some stupid shit during the sports game.
when you do radio, a lot of guys want to do sports because, first of all, you're a fan of a team. If you're good with math, it's easy to come out there and go, all right, man, well, the Knicks right now, so far in their season, is 10-13. Under the paint, this guy can't seem to score. They love the facts, the numbers. So they think, hey, it's easy to be sports. I'll break in. I'll do sports. And then you find out there's a million guys doing it. It's so saturated, sports. So then they go, wait a minute, you know what? I'm a disenfranchised white male, and I should have more of a say in my country. My country is changing, and I don't have a say anymore because I'm getting screwed. That is easy to have that conversation.
Getting screwed.
Well, yeah, but that
you're getting so screwed, man. What do you mean I gotta wear a mask? Twice last night.
I will not not wear your
It's
fear.
just like, I ain't wearing no mask, goddamn it.
Somebody
And then
posted-
it's like when they're laying on the hospital bed about to die, and they're like, we gotta put a ventilator in this guy's like, no mask.
Now, let's be fair. Let's be fair.
It's about my freedom.
Let's be fair. Me and Bruce have gone to comedy shows since they've reopened up, and I think it's safe to say
You can't be fucking serious, man.
that we've gone to a couple of some of these open mics. There's only a couple reopened, and you get in there, you wear your mask, and then after about 20 minutes, you're like, fuck, nobody's wearing a mask. So you know, I'm not gonna act like we're wearing masks 24/7. I was making fun of people wearing their masks in their car. I'm like, you look stupid wearing a mask in a car. You know, I just
Woman last night at the
Yeah.
dive, she had it like this.
right. Well, yeah, and that's the thing.
I go. She's sitting with the guy. I go, do you have him put the rubber on after he fucks you too?
Why am I always pregnant?
Right, it's like you're kind of missing the point of the fucking
This
mask.
is my 10th kid.
It's like, are you serious? You can't be fucking.
Oh yeah, he's yeah. He's Kareem saying he regularly behaves that he's using a mortgage on his house to keep his gun, but he wears a Rolex. The problem is he's running. I don't know if he has.
I would think that all this legal trouble that he's been in
Yeah,
has cost him a lot of money.
Yeah, he's lost his kids.
Right. Well, he should. Listen to the guy.
My wife is probably the global agenda, brainwashing my kids with her George Soros brainwaves.
Now, she gave the kids to George Soros.
Now, if I have to put some Sweet Baby Ray's X2,
He bought the
bovine
fucking kids.
formula, I will eat my kids alive to prove the point that I am part of the team, part of the solution. I will eat my own children. You know, look, I don't always see him.
That's fucking dirty trick.
What? What's a dirty trick? What?
She thinks it's cute when I look at my text and my look, you know, and I look down like with my old man.
Yeah.
Fucking, and I have to squint my face.
Oh, hold on now.
So she texts me and it's like, I just wanted to see you do that. I'm like, that's fucking dirty trick, man. Don't be manipulating the fucking show for your own personal benefit.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Yeah, but no, I mean, I told them the same thing I said last night. Just like I said in the very beginning. At some point, you just got to put this on the list of shit that's out there in the world that can kill you and go about your fucking business. Now, you can be smart and wear the mask or, you know.
We try.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm saying.
Try.
But eventually, you got to go on with life.
That's the problem. This is what's in Trump's.
Nobody can stay in a hole.
And this is where people are going to agree with Trump. Trump is going to say this as election time.
No, I don't believe that they should open up these schools.
No. But this is what Trump's going to say. He's going
And
to.
I'm not even saying that as a person who's like, I've been on record a lot saying they never should have reopened when they did. They should have stayed closed longer.
Oh yes, he's saying. Kareem is saying that. What's his name is Alex Jones is saying it's
because-
it shows theatrical. Yeah, that's it's not. He believes.
Right. It's just like Tucker Carlson. When he goes to court, the lawyer says, "Oh, he's under no obligation to tell the truth," and you know, and
But he's
and
on
his
a
audience
programming-
doesn't expect him to tell the truth. It's not really a news program; it's entertainment
On
or whatever.
Fox
No, but that's what I'm
News.
saying is there has to be a line. That's what I think. That if you purport yourself to be news, you should have some kind of legal responsibility to stick to the facts.
Second Amendment.
You're gonna make shit up. No,
Second Amendment.
it's the first, isn't it?
No.
What's the
Freedom of speech is I think first is freedom of assembly.
Oh yeah. Remember the Second Amendment is.
It's freedom of speech.
I thought the Second Amendment was fucking guns.
Oh no, you're right. Wait a minute. Am I losing my mind? Hold on.
Yes, you are. Second Amendment means I get to have my pistol. God damn it. First Amendment is freedom of speech.
Yeah,
And the right to people to assemble and protest,
yeah.
etc., etc.,
So
etc.
first, yeah, you know, it's embarrassing. I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry.
You got to
I'm
read
fucking.
your pocket constitution again.
No, I'm genuinely sorry for fucking that up, and I'm out of it, and I apologize. First is the freedom of religion. freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly. I was right. First is freedom of assembly, and the right to petition the government. Second is the right to bear arms. Third, restricts the quartering of soldiers in private homes because in the Revolution, at that point, the British, they would put
commandeer your house.
Yeah, they commandeer your house.
Hey, cheerio, mate.
Boy,
we're just going to stay here tonight. You got your
hey,
food in the fridge.
Hey, I want the sausages. Hey, meat pie. Hey, have the bloody meat pies. My mum's got bloody meat pies. Why don't you make some? Hey, go out and make some. Fucking wankers.
Could you imagine that?
Hey, what's this? This beer's cold. These wankers
whole fucking legion of them fucking staying at your house.
Boy, your daughter.
Bitching and complaining. Raping your daughters.
You should be bloody well thankful for the service I provide.
Right. Exactly. They look down on them too. Like, the English are fucking notorious.
But now we're getting that way again with what's going on with no knocks and no knock warrants and all this other shit that goes on.
Well, that shit's gonna be gone. That's another thing. Like
they're
getting rid of those.
But you gotta think about it.
Finally,
we almost went full circle.
The war on drugs is about to roll back.
But you gotta think about it. We went full circle from.
It should have been
this
a long
is
time
our
ago.
country.
Travesty and fucking epic proportions. What are you saying? What's rolling back?
No, but I'm saying, think about it now. We almost went full our saying our country. This is an amendment where we almost let the police. We almost gave the police enough authority to basically subvert all of our rights.
No, they did.
Yeah.
When I was younger, my dad told me all my rights. They weren't even allowed to look in your trunk of your car. I don't even think they really are to this day.
Well, the glove compartment was a trunk in the back.
People don't know.
My rights, so you're going to need a warrant for that.
Right. And you got to fucking get a warrant for the judge.
Aren't you smart as a tack?
You want to search my car.
Somebody important or something.
Well, now they got pulled over going home. And I smoked a bowl. I was smoking a bowl.
Oh,
I was driving home.
Of course.
And the cops pulled me over, right?
Yeah.
And he says, he started fucking with me, Oh, what are you doing? Where you been? I was like, I'm just going home, And he goes, I think I want to search your vehicle. And I go, no.
Yeah.
I don't think so. And he's like, oh, what? Was like, well, and I go, well, what for? I didn't do anything. I'm not a criminal, And he's like, well, we like to search cars going up and down the highway here. I go, yeah, I bet you do. I go, I bet you'd like to search every single one of them. I go, but you can't. I go, if you want to search my car, you're going to arrest me and get a search warrant. Or,
a warrant, what do you
whatever.
say?
Another cop pulls up behind us, and he goes, hold on a minute. He walks back there, and I see him talking to the other cop. And he's like, being all animated.
Yeah.
And the other guy's like talking he comes back and he just threw my shit at me. He goes, have a good night. And I go, thank you, sir. And I threw my hand out, and he's like, there's no need to shake my hand. And he just fucking stomped off. The other cop was like, well, he's like, I think I smell marijuana. That's what he said.
Of course.
So the other cop I know was like,
but he had to have a reason to pull
no, but
over.
right. But I'm saying the other cop was like, well, and he was also like, well, you could call a judge at 2 a.m. and get a warrant to search this guy's car if you want to.
Oh, the other cop said that.
Yeah, told him. Yeah. Like, well, he's right. You can't really search his car without a warrant.
Right.
Right, first of all. And second of all, you can get one probably if you want to call the judge at 2 a.m. But if you do that, you better find something. You know what I mean? Like, if you just find, like, this guy's personal stash and a little pipe, the judge is going to be mad that you called him at 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
All right, now I'm going to get really trippy on you. See, now
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
he's like,
but here's what
it's not worth it. You know what I mean?
Here's my train of thought on this. Now,
but most people just go, yeah, go along with the cops.
Here's my train of thought on that. Now, there are people who have webcams in their cars when they're driving their vehicles all the time. Now, my train of thought is twofold. Yes, that would protect you in the case of an officer lying or somebody hitting your vehicle or any of that. But now, at the same time, your camera's on. you're basically broadcasting your location to whomever can tap into your internet and watch it.
Right.
Unless you're going to plan to record something, but unless it's streaming live, as soon I recorded you, breaking the law, well, they're going to find the recording and destroy it. You see what I'm saying? So unless you're actually live streaming yourself driving everywhere to protect what you're saying and doing, now at the flip side, your location is known. You're being recorded. People are watching you on the other end. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know, sort of. Because, that's like saying you're saying people know we're at your house now.
Well, no, yeah, right. No, but that's obvious. But I was paranoid about having the location on my phone. What?
That picture does look cool.
Oh, then yeah,
your Yankee Stadium picture that your dad
Yankee
hung
Stadium
up there.
In the 50s.
No, I know, but I'm saying it looks cool in the frame.
Yeah. Love it.
It is a neat picture.
It's a great picture.
Yeah. I was just looking at it.
That's
it looks pretty cool.
The real Yankee Stadium, which was renovated in the late 60s, 70s, early 70s, early 70s, I think 73, by Steinbrenner. But then that cocksucker.
Now, George.
Yeah. I didn't know. You know who's doing George?
Larry David.
Larry David. I didn't know that.
Have you listened to it again? When you know it?
Yeah, you hear it.
And you listen to it again, you're like, yeah, that's him. He's like.
But you know what I say about that? What they did with the Yankee Stadium is they rebuilt it to look like that stadium did, and they put it right next to it. So, but it was Yankee Stadium. It was a cathedral of baseball. That was a sacrilege.
Yeah, they never should have torn it down.
That was what they did. That was like castrating the Bronx, and that's a bit extreme. No, it's not.
It's like tearing down the Smithsonian.
Yes.
You know what I mean? As far as baseball history goes, it's like, dude. But that's what I mean. There's nothing sacred anymore in this country. Everything now is about money, and then they don't care about
I love baseball.
History and stuff. Unless it's Confederate racist heroes, and then, goddamn it.
I went to
Don't you go tearing down my grandpappy statue.
I went to Fenway Park as a Yankee fan, die hard. I went in a Yankee windbreaker. I went in Yankee sweatpants, Yankee sneakers, the hat. And I went to Fenway Park at the age of 13, 1993.
Right.
And I went over to their bleachers and told the guys there to go fuck themselves. But before I did that, when I stood in Fenway Park, I took it all in. I stood still. People were behind me, and I stopped.
Right.
And I stood up, and I looked at it all. And I was inspired. It's a beautiful park. It's almost 100 years of history at this point. Yankee Stadium was fucking a century of history.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Wrigley Field is a century of history.
Yeah, but that's still there.
Fenway Park.
And I don't think that they're gonna tear down Wrigley.
Well, I never thought they would tear down.
Because they just put a bunch of. But I'm saying they put a bunch of money into it, renovating it just recently.
Right.
They're not gonna tear it down.
Because those people valued what they had.
Yeah.
The Green Monster. They value. Crosley Field was that?
No, that's what I'm saying. The Steinbrenners are fucking assholes.
I don't remember.
Crosley Field is in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, but
it's still there. Like there's like a plaque there and shit. Like it's like this is where Crosley Field. The
Steinbrenners disrespected the Yankees and disrespected New York. You are not going to. I'm going to be a Crowder on this one. George Steinbrenner did not respect the New York Yankees. Change my mind. You're not going to. He disrespected that team by tearing down the cathedral of all its baseball. The Yankees are the greatest sports organization of all fucking time in the globe. I don't give a fuck how much time goes by. They still are.
Well, you were trying to bury him outside when talking about fucking esports and Magic the Gathering is going to take over and baseball is going to go in the fucking graveyard.
He doesn't get
baseball, again, not long for this earth. Like
It's not. It's not.
Rob's condemning everything to death today.
The reality is
Lewis Black, sports, baseball, football.
The reality is that contact sports, real sports, are going by the way of the dodo simply because your kids, your parents now.
You keep saying that, but the UFC is growing faster than.
They're sitting. 3 of them are sitting in there with Dana White on a fucking fight island.
I'm not saying that though. You go look at the fucking numbers, dude.
So what?
People love it.
Boxing is gone.
People are never going to. No, but it's still around.
Yeah, but it's
they had boxing on all night when I was sitting in Champagne's a few nights ago. No, but I'm saying.
By decision.
They were fighting.
By decision. Because they don't fight anymore. UFC, they at least fucking make contact. This is why you go, wrestling's fake. Wrestling has an outcome. Boxing doesn't have an outcome. Boxing is two assholes running around for.
I've seen several fucking punches in the face.
Boxing now is 2 dipshits.
Last week that
fighting for 12 rounds, not accomplishing a goddamn fucking thing, wasting my fucking time with that fucking the money team.
Negative
Get the
son
fuck
of a
out
bitch.
of here. Who is that?
You cannot find joy in anything,
Fuck
can you?
no! If I
Nothing.
find joy,
Not
fucking
one
tell
thing.
you like it is. It's fucking boxing as shit. 12 rounds of.
There is not
Hold
a
on.
damn thing.
And then
He's the kind of guy. This is the kind of guy that would get his dick.
12 rounds of this shit.
This is the kind. Well, that's a Floyd Mayweather fight.
Fucking Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. Right?
Pacquiao.
15 rounds of explosive non-action.
Then you got that mumbling Pacquiao.
He just dances around. At least Pacquiao. At least Pacquiao comes forward and swings.
Pacquiao hit him once, and Floyd Mayweather went, nope. Okay, so there was one cool thing that happened.
No, that's
in
what I
12
say is,
fucking rounds.
Rob's the kind of guy that get his dick sucked and then could come and complain about like whatever he didn't like about
You
the way
didn't
she
cradle
sucked.
the balls.
Right,
What
right,
the fuck?
right. What the fuck, man? Who doesn't cradle balls? I mean,
God damn it! Next time I get my dick sucked like that, you're getting a group
right,
hug.
right, right. Did you get off? Yeah, but I mean, fuck. She wanted. She did
Took
it.
too long.
Yeah, exactly.
That should have been 2 minutes.
like Jesus fucking Christ.
How much was that? You get it in your ass
That's
now.
what they
you
say that
fucking
like
bitch.
you can take the person out of like you can't
No.
take the old Bronx lady out of fucking this guy like
No! It's something shit I'm gonna tell you. Yankee Stadium is shit.
no, it was
this
fucking
is what we're talking
it was
about.
fucking terrible.
This is what we're talking about.
Like an old Jewish lady that's just unhappy about
This is
everything.
what he does again. Esports is going to beat the shit out of all these because it doesn't involve
I'm gonna
work.
get all into this.
No.
Right, it's these lazy
It involves no
fucks. It's like
fucking
Matrix shit. They can just plug them up, and they can land in that fucking
What he
bubble
said is like, it's not on
with-
TV. It's not on TV, so it's
with
shit.
the Jello, but with pumped in that fucking growth hormone, so that bone growth hormone, so they don't atrophy.
I'm not even going to do the Alex Jones because Alex Jones is part of the football side. The baseball, the ratings are shit. I like baseball. It's my favorite sport, but I'm not under any fucking illusion. Baseball is not going to be around in 50 years.
No,
Football
I didn't think that either.
is
Boring.
may not be around in 50. Here's the thing.
The only thing keeping it together is the old people that are teaching,
The best type of
their
baseball
kids
game,
and grandkids about baseball, but that's not enough people.
but the best type
As the
of
baby
baseball
boomer
game,
generation dies out, I'm saying,
Yeah.
a lot of these things in the past are gonna fade off. you know?
Yes. Football's going
But
to be
But I don't
gone.
believe that Magic the Gathering is gonna take this
You're gonna,
place.
you're fucking out of your mind. Because again, what is it? It's a fat fucking kid
That's what he
sitting
thinks,
behind a
but-
computer playing a
Right?
card
It's like
game.
Augustus Gloop.
It's done. It's over.
I play wizard.
You think fucking Marcus Dietz's kid is gonna be a fucking cornerback? Get the fuck out of here! His kid's gonna be playing Magic the Gathering on a fucking computer. Should he have one? He's not gonna be a fucking linebacker. He's not gonna sit there and protect Eli Manning's offspring in the pocket.
Right.
No!
Right.
There's not gonna be.
Does
fucking-
Eli Manning have offspring?
There's not gonna be fucking Tom Brady's grandkid is gonna be playing fucking Magic the Gathering. He's not gonna be talking about the line of scrimmage, you fucking idiots.
I don't know about that, but
It's over. It's over. The
We're
parents
way over
now,
time.
these Generation
Again.
Z parents, they don't want their kids fucking playing full contact sports. So you think these
look,
kids are gonna grow up?
he's becoming Alex Jones very slowly.
No.
It's like a Wolfman changing process. Like,
But Kareem has got it.
next
Kareem
week will be a little bit more.
Kareem has hit the nail on the head. Why do I want to watch a team with the most money win? That's the problem.
Yeah, but he's always thought that because he was part of the system. He played college football and he's been inside of it and he knows how dirty.
Well, that's
it
my
is.
point. If I'm gonna watch,
No, what I'm saying is like he has a personal like thing.
But
about
that's
it.
the thing. So if sports is politics, where the guy with the most money wins, the team with the most money
People,
wins,
sports ball, gambling, that's never going away.
but they'll switch
Never.
to gamble on something else.
They're not
They'll
gonna-
move their
no
gambling
one's gambling on fucking Magic. Dude.
on
no
esports.
No one's gonna sit in the fucking
They're
sports
not
book.
allowed to yet. Well, I know on esports, he doesn't get it.
Well,
This is what he
who's
doesn't
winning that Zelda tournament? Like,
There's literally in Vegas a pyramid with the esports.
I got
logo.
$500 on it. Like,
They're already. not Magic, but the esports, he doesn't get it. When in 10 years from now, it's gonna be like, what happened to my sports? You better start watching fucking the next Killer Instinct tournament because that's the only sports you're gonna watch. Oh yeah, and you're laughing now. It's done because they don't have to leave their room.
I got $1,000 on Sub-Zero. Like,
they're already doing it. Look here. Why am I going to take my kid, put him through the system, I have to get him through the sports stuff, or I could just sit there and become a YouTube
and let them be lazy slugs or atrophied muscles and fucking
yes, Kareem.
Diabetes and obesity.
Explain to your good buddy over here. The esports are going to kick the shit out of football, baseball, hockey, soccer, basketball. It's going to kick the shit out of all of them.
I know there are, and then we were talking about it, but it's still a niche market.
It's what are more people playing football or playing Madden? They're playing Madden
because they watch football.
No, because they like Madden more. I've never seen people wait to get tickets to a fucking Raiders game at 2 a.m, but I've seen people line up around the world to get Madden games. I'm telling you. And now the games aren't even physical discs anymore.
But again,
they're straight
it's
download.
Football.
It's changed.
You know who's getting that money? The NFL.
Changed.
I'm saying.
Non-contact sports will grow. Kareem gets.
No, I believe that they will grow.
It's overtaking.
What I'm saying is, sports aren't ever going to go away completely and be replaced by
esports.
Some kind of fucking.
It's the same thing as when we were having the conversation about people would prefer to drive in a self-driving car than actually.
There's always been gladiator shit, dude. I watched this show about this fucking thing in Italy. It was like rugby and MMA together. Like they're like actually fist fighting out on this field, but there was a ball involved, and then they're running around like, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. It's so brutal that they can only play it once a year. They have one tournament, and then they beat the fuck out of each other.
My child.
For like 2 weeks. And then the guy was like, he went to the hospital after the game. He was all beat up and shit. And he come back out of the hospital and he's like, all right now. He's like, time to start training for next year,
How important is this sport versus the lives of the people who play it? What are we teaching our children?
I told Daniele Bellelli, he's like, we got to go there. I want to see this live. Like, I got to see this live.
Like the 70s, they thought highlight was.
It's like fucking 10 or 15 guys just beating the fuck out of each other on the field. Like, and it wasn't even a field. It was like one of those bull fighting ring type things. It's like dirt fucking floor. And they're like tackling. The guy had the ball and they're tackling. But then eventually they just started fighting. You're like, holy shit, this is the most brutal shit I've ever seen.
Golf, get the fuck out of here. Golf.
What I'm saying is, this is thousands-year-old tradition. And it's not going away.
It is going away. It's going to be replaced by a computer.
You're fucking ridiculous.
No, it's going to be replaced by a computer.
In 100 years or
it's going to be. It's happening now.
You'll be dead by the time this happens.
It's now. Now, we're here.
I hope I'm around to tell you that. You were incorrect.
What are you talking? We're already here. Kareem is telling you. Kareem is like.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, first of all, there's 7 billion people on the planet. So it's a big market for everything.
Football's only big in the United States.
Not like.
Baseball is only big in the United States, first of all. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Japan and South
Japan
America.
And Korea.
But
Korea has a baseball league. Cuba.
They're
everywhere in the fucking
struggling to get ratings. They made the season way too fucking long.
Well, no, there's plenty of things they've done wrong.
Right. So it's suffering. That doesn't mean I don't like it. That doesn't mean it doesn't have value.
I just don't agree with you that computer sports going to overtake.
It already is.
Become more mainstream than real shit.
It's already because you're looking at it from the lens of, well, there's a television show with advertisers, and when I worked at Fry's, guys would come from the eSport tournaments with sponsored jackets and cars and computers and swag and get paid millions of dollars and practice all day long to play fucking video games. It's over. That ship has sailed and you're still sitting there in England going, so you're trying to tell me there's an America.
Act like there's no fucking athletes in the world, or it won't be athletes.
No,
nobody's gonna play basketball. NBA won't be around, or that's some bullshit.
It won't be as big. The scales have tipped in the other direction. The scales will forever tip in the other direction because people are inherently lazier. They'll take the easier way. How many kids want to be YouTube stars? What are we doing? We're trying to be stars through online.
Wow.
It'll be the same thing. It's the same exact thing with the sports.
I'm trying to help you out. That's I'm just kidding.
No. What I'm trying to say is,
it's our show.
Kareem.
We gotta get going.
Kareem, I want to meet
Hey,
you.
we keep going, dude. I told you a million times. He's a great friend of mine.
I want to meet
I've known him for a long time, and that's it. You would like him very much.
But yeah, video games are bigger.
He's into all that shit too. But he likes video games and all that.
You could consolidate the video games. You can take.
I said he has a grudge on for sports.
Spread it out easily
because he was in the college football system.
But he knows the inner workings. Video games.
He knows how they dope him up and stick him out there.
The video games around.
They don't care if you're hurt.
Exactly. It's so much easier than pro sports. It will.
It's a machine. It eats people up. I get that.
I don't have to go into an arena. I don't have to build a stadium. I just sit in my room, sit in my little booth. In Japan, they just have they don't even have homes. In Japan, they literally live in cubicles. They rent the cubicles out.
Yeah, they also buy fucking girls' panties out of vending machines.
I don't know what the COVID now.
They also go off into the forest and kill themselves.
Modern day
at a very high rate. It's like I'm not sure all these ideas are working for him. That's all I'm trying to say.
Wait a minute. Hold on now. So you're trying to tell me that there's a country where I can buy used panties
yes.
and live in a cubicle and play video games all day?
Yes. I told you that before. And they would produce your sick, twisted game show. And give you money. Like, you should have moved to Japan a long time ago.
Arigato.
Yeah, exactly. That's where you belong. This is destiny. Anyway, we got to get going. Every week it seems like this gets longer and longer.
That's not a bad thing. Hey, look,
I don't know if it's bad or not, but I'm saying.
I will speak as long as I want. If you guys want us to do it, I will go on as
No, I got to get off now. Ty's messaged me now, and then some people are going to. I'm going
to go to the bar?
I'm going to go to Champagne's and have a beer, yeah.
Oh, it's Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to hurry up.
But it's goddamn it, I put 50 cents extra on the goddamn tacos. Fucking
yeah. Fucking have a long talk with that guy. Your tacos are good, but they're not that good.
It's gone for fucking Jesus Christ, fucking.
Let me tell you something.
You're gonna fucking have a heart attack, or a stroke by the time you're like 50 years old. If you keep,
I had one the other day.
If you keep looking at life this way.
No,
I'm saying you will.
No, my thing is this.
You need to bust a nerve. Surprised you don't have high blood pressure already.
I did a couple times.
Exactly.
I have expectations.
It's bad.
You will meet my
It's
expectations.
stress.
And it's not stress. It's do a better fucking job. I'm spending money. Do a better fucking job. Oh, you want to tear down my stadium? Well,
first of all,
fuck you. I'm not going to.
I will say this about Las Vegas. I have noticed this. It's a great place to live.
No,
it's a fun place to hang out.
It's just a regular.
But
bar.
the service here,
it's shit.
In almost all capacities, yes, is terrible. Like all fast food restaurants, shitty. The odds are 50-50 that they're gonna fuck up your order. Like it's not good.
Because people.
You go in places and there's fucking huge lines and fucking why is there a huge line? Like when we went to Vaughn's today, like, why is there a huge line at fucking 6 o'clock at night? Because they only have 2 cashiers open.
Go Golden Knights.
Yeah, hockey.
No. Should I do it? Should I switch hats?
No, not the titty bar.
No, he thought Champagne's was a titty bar.
No, Champagne's where I do my open mic.
Actually, there are.
But you never had the open mic. But here's the thing, I need to say no. But I have a line on starting another show. On Las Vegas Boulevard. So, on the Strip.
Got hiccups.
And maybe on a Friday night instead of like one of the off nights.
All right, well, I got to get you over there to Champagne's because...
Yes.
Fuck your car.
Yeah, whatever. It ain't no big deal.
And then I got to wake up because I overslept.
I said I'll get it taken care of tomorrow.
I found the service from the girls on the strip clubs are decent.
In the strip clubs.
Of course. They're trying
no, I just mean like restaurants, fast food restaurants, or, like, I'm going to go to McDonald's. It's fucked. It's almost everywhere. I haven't been to a place that's not. The only place that has good service, really, that I've noticed is Del Taco.
What's everyone's obsession with dog tacos?
No, they have good service, and they don't have idiots working there. They don't fuck up your order, and then, it's fast.
It's like white Taco Bell, and Taco Bell's already white.
No, it's way better than Taco Bell.
Whatever.
It is.
Go
No, it
Bruce.
is. I know.
Go Bruce.
What?
Love burlesque.
Burlesque, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
there was a burlesque show.
I'm going to start another show. They said
We know this for certain? Or is it
it's about 99, 95% probably now. It's going to happen. This guy's supposed to call me. And I have another line on another venue, but I just got to go meet the guy and talk to him.
Better. What is she saying?
So,
What's better?
I don't know.
Rosalind's-
Anyway, we got to go.
Well, we look, Kareem, Rosalind,
we
I want to
definitely,
come out and see us.
Well, Rosalind is moving here, I think next month. So she'll be living here. Now Kareem, he's got to come out and visit.
Kareem, I want to meet you.
It's hard to get them people to
watch
leave
the show.
Ohio.
Oh,
Believe me.
Ohio, hot Ohio nights.
I begged them,
Those steamy
some of them.
Cincinnati
They-
nights.
they won't leave.
My God.
so they just won't leave. They're
No,
fucking-
Vegas is 24 hours.
It's like a
out.
fucking black hole with fly paper inside of it. And,
Maybe next year.
and they get sucked in there, and then,
Pre-COVID, Vegas.
you can
was
never
24
leave.
hours
You're
out.
like,
Now
it's like,
not.
I can't leave. Like,
Oh my God.
can't come visit, even though it only costs a fucking $75 to fly
Not
here.
even, not even like $10. If they have a second
No, that's what I'm
wave,
saying. It's like
Just sit on the
the
plane.
prices are so cheap. It's like $75, and you see
wait,
middle of the
Rosalind's
month.
coming.
Middle of the month, she'll be here.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, as usual, thank you for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we hope we didn't ramble too long. Hey, if it's too long, let us know, because it keeps
We
getting
want to
longer.
make it the best possible show.
Right, exactly.
And not
if we
ramble.
just fucking ramble too much, it's like, hey, this is too
We
much.
want to interact with
You
all
should
of
have
you.
cut that off a half an hour ago. Like,
Yeah. But remember, Alex Jones
nothing
was 4
happened.
hours.
Right, nothing happened funny after the Alex Jones bit. You should have just closed right then and walked off. Like this. No, I know it was your bit. It was great. You could
I'm
you could
being-
never do that on stage. That's why we're doing
No,
this show.
yeah, you can't. It doesn't work on stage. You have 5 minutes.
That's
and
what
I
I'm
gotta
saying.
sit
That's why
there.
we're doing this show, so you can do this shit.
4 hours of me just going, let me tell you
Anyway.
about the globalist
Right,
scum.
right.
People are going to be like, all right, and there's your 5 minutes. I'll get like,
They're giving you light like 20 seconds in.
he's part of the globalist agenda.
Right, right.
He was paid by George Soros. You know who would do it? You know,
1 minute.
who's a host that would do it? They're trying to think of a host that would do it.
Randall would. I can't say what Randall would say, but Randall would be like, "Oh no."
Rivera would do it. The Puerto Rican Grizzly, Jay Rivera would give me the light.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, bro, we can't be doing that.
Right.
That's too controversial.
Right, right.
Fucking Jay Rivera's part of he's part of the conspiracy to keep me from doing my jokes.
George Soros has secretly purchased rebar.
And then
He's made it now just a platform
They're gonna work
for
with it.
liberal propaganda.
with Warren Buffett to turn off the power when I get on the stage. Warren Buffett controls
Right.
NV Energy.
Exactly.
He's going to turn off the power when
Exactly.
I get on the stage, so I
Anyway.
can't be heard.
Right. Anyway.
All right.
Well, thank God. Wait. Yeah. So thank
Thank
each
you,
and every one of you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank Rosalind. Yeah, Kareem, my friend. You know I love you very much. And please, everyone that watched.
want to meet you.
Again, we're on YouTube as well. So if you can move over there, that would be cool.
And I will personally put this out there right now. When you get this new venue, I would like to do a show live from that venue if we can find a way to feng shui it.
Sure. Sure.
That because I think that'd be the ultimate. That'll be the ultimate.
Yeah.
And
It's outdoors on a patio too.
when it does, well, it only rains here like twice a year, but when it does, it's like terrible. It's
No,
like
I know, but
fucking
I'm just saying.
hell.
It's still, dude. It's a fucking show.
Yeah, I know. No, I was laughing when they said when they had the National Weather Service said it's going to rain.
But I told him, I was
Las
like, well,
Vegas.
you know, if I started, they'll come. You know, like people come to my shit. So
But now it's time. I gotta get my tacos. I gotta get a couple tacos.
yeah. Anyway, we gotta go. We'll see you next week, hopefully, and we'll be back next week. And yes, thank you and good night.